Hello, brothers and sisters. I have few questions for all of you. Do you think you're doing everything to protect your child's future? Okay, that's a good response. Do you all think you're the right person to help your child's future? Okay. Do you all understand that protecting the environment is like protecting your child's future? Well, looks like we have a very smart audience today. I generally don't become a fan of someone very easily. I have a strong opinion, you see. But recently, when I started watching a lot of videos of Sadhguru, I couldn't help myself but become his fan. He's not your regular guru, you see. His wisdom and logical reasoning goes beyond measure. I definitely want to talk a lot about his accomplishments, and I understand it, I don't have that much time on the clock. So I'm going ahead with his recent campaigns to save the soil. When I realized that 87% of the life forms on this planet depend on the 39 inches of topsoil, well, it's not just worms, insects, birds, animals, plants, and trees. Even the life of human beings depend on the well-being of this very layer. I was alarmed for sure. I could understand the magnitude of the cause that Sadhguru had picked up. To know that we are destroying the most important part of the planet definitely came in as a shocker to me. 90% of Indian states are seeing soil turn to desert. The United Nations say that we have another 80 to 100 harvests, which means another 45 years of soil. Well, what are we going to do post that? Well, I'm 10 years old now. Have you ever given a thought of my retirement? What am I going to eat? Hey, don't worry. I have few suggestions to make for all of you. I was reading through ways to conserve soil on the official site of Isha Foundation and want to share the 3 simple ways to conserve soil. Number 1, organic content builds healthy soil. You really need to start understanding that fertilizers and pesticides are going to do nothing but kill the soil over a period of time. Our ancient farmers knew how many animals were required on a farm of a particular size to deposit their waste back into the soil. And they only knew organic compost. Well, can we bring this back? It's going to be difficult. But not as difficult seeing your fertile land turn into a desert. Number 2, agroforestry. As Sadhguru says, it's almost an impossible task to rebuild an entire rainforest. But how come we're using forest supplies like we can afford to lose them? Our farmers need to start growing trees as a part of their agricultural practice, and we need to make it profitable for them. Trees are more sustainable than crops, which needs constant sowing and harvesting. Trees consume less from the earth and produce more. Number 3, avoid meat consumption. Nearly 77% of the land on this planet that is used for agriculture is used to cultivate crops and raise animals for their food. If we avoid meat consumption, compared to various other ways, it's the most easiest way to conserve soil. And the same land that is used for meat production can be used for agroforestry, which can make our farmers and soil rich. There are definitely 100 more ways to conserve soil, and I would like to tell you all to find out as a part of your research. Well, why should kids do all the homework, right? I would like to end my speech by saying that the most tasty veggies, greens, and fruits can be grown in your own backyard. Have you ever tried growing your food? Try it and tell me how that was. Thank you.